Hello, everybody, and welcome to Snark the Motion Picture, born from the glorious ashes of the Chat Shack. What this is, it's basically people getting together who should do more purposeful things in life, and we're just going to watch, well, normally terrible films, and snark them. You're not going to learn an awful lot about the film. You may be vaguely amused. What we're trying to do is get films that we could find on YouTube or shared social media, really just because we are cheap. My name is Dave.
I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Eddie McKenna.
And this is Danielle.
And this time we are looking at The Batwoman, not the TV show on the CW. We're going to go for a 1968 Mexican film, and we are all lined up at the very start. We are going to start watching this on 3, 2, 1, play.
Is this a DC endorsed film, Dave?
Yeah, I don't know what DC stands for, but sure. There's David Silver in the cast. This was a DS endorsed film.
Armando Silvestre. It's a great name.
I look at the pictures, and initially I thought they were ones that my grandmother used to have on her wall.
No, this is from the Bob Ross Hidalgo collection.
Well, now I'm watching them and I'm thinking, oh, I used to remember painting by numbers.
That's a happy little wave.
The sad thing about watching this in mute is you don't get to actually take in the beautiful music that comes, the soundtrack for this. It's
yes.
Très bueno. I've learnt something through this. I'm picking up bits of Spanish, so this is educational. Is it supposed to be educational?
You're basically bilingual. You're basically bilingual now. I've been doing Duolingo for almost 400 days. I'm basically bilingual.
I speak Mexican lucha libre now.
I think this kind of title sequence basically says, look, we have no real faith in this film, and or we ran out of money to do credits, so just a picture. A picture with the credits, that's it.
Saying they've run out of money rather implies they had money to begin with.
Well, they bought this drone for this drone shot, so somebody was doing something right.
Yeah, a drone shot and not just a cheap zoom-in camera effect.
I don't know.
Eddie will remember this. I want to hear the music from Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, I can now picture. I've got that. I'm envisioning that now. I can hear it in my. That's brilliant. Yeah, that works. That really does work.
Look, it's a stiff.
How did they get, they were on the top of those super high cliffs. How did they get all the way down here?
Mexican movie magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's magical realism. I don't know.
The Mexican movie industry was just glorious. It was full of films about wrestlers.
Yeah, I did start watching this. I was wondering, was there a wrestler connection for this one? And then within seconds, my questions were answered.
Yes. It's the fifth murder committed by... I like the fact that it's athletes who are being killed because I'm completely safe. They're going to look at me and go, no. Yeah, these liberal newsreaders have no consideration for the case itself.
And these two guys sitting in this office are the Secret Service.
The cervical secret, yeah, it's not very secret, is it, when they've got it in the front door? I mean, it's that just...
Well, it's like units, you know.
True. Very true.
They've got a sign.
I think that they were well ahead of their times with the use of extensive beige. I'd like to know what the awards are for. There's clearly a couple of awards on the filing cabinet.
There's that one on the right-hand side is obviously for looking longingly into the distances. He's got his hand up.
I like that This is just a scene of exposition. That's all this is.
No, this is just a film of exposition. Somebody has to say something. Let them explain the story.
Is there I take it no Batwoman origin story? We don't get the further adventures or the earlier adventures of her and this guy? No?
No.
Well, I'm going to assume that her parents were murdered in an alley somewhere in Acapulco.
Coming out of wrestling.
And she decided to fight crime because they ripped off everything else.
This beginning scene of, like...
Adam West wants his mask back. This is ridiculous.
All of these scenes, this is like in, what is it?
The Magnificent Seven?
The High Chaparral.
Is this the actress's film reel and they're just, we're going to use it? Because sometimes she's got the mask on, sometimes she doesn't.
That's what I look like when I jump in the pool.
It was the most crazy.
You just kind of give up and let gravity do it.
I was thinking, like, what is it? The Gene Kelly movie in Paris, where
An American in Paris.
An American Paris, where he flashes to the girl.
That film with Gene Kelly in Paris. What's it called? Well, Gene Kelly was an American. Let's see if I can figure it out.
But where it's like, girl does dancing, girl does she's this, she's that, she's all the things.
She's like, Miss United States, yes. I mean Mexico.
Yes.
I would have paid good money though to see a film with Gene Kelly doing professional wrestling. I would have loved to have seen how he'd managed that.
He would have kicked somebody's butt.
I'd like to have seen a film with Gene Kelly and Batwoman teaming up to solve crimes.
Yeah.
The one thing about this film, which is dreadful, if you're watching this for the first time because of us, I'm sorry, you're about to watch some crap. But the underwater photography is great.
Yes, it is.
That's obviously the same person. That's obviously the same. It looks like, if you watch New Girl, the episode where Jess dresses up like Michael Keaton for Schmidt, that's what her Batwoman outfit looks like. Remember? Michael Keaton's his secret pen pal. Yeah, that's exactly what that. And so it's like she wrestles in that, but she's Batwoman in a bikini. I'm like, I think you should flip that around.
Yes.
You need more coverage when you're on the streets.
Yes. You would think so. Well, also this whole, like, nobody can know her identity because they'll kill her. She's a secret squirrel all the time. Doesn't exactly play out through the rest of the film.
No, and also the only I and one other person know her identity, you're kind of putting yourself at risk a bit there, aren't you? We want to find out who she is. Here's a man. Here's his testicles in a vice. We know who Batwoman is.
Saying that though.
But if you're trying to be super secret squirrel, why do you parachute in?
I thought about this. This is typical Batwoman, Batman tactics. She makes an entrance. She lets them know that she's here. It's all intimidating. It's mind games.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm clutching at straws here, aren't I?
I thought that she was being abducted when she first lands. But no, apparently that's how friends greet each other in this universe.
Listen, I've been to Mexico. Stuff happens there.
Yeah, you've been to Mexico, but you've never been to me.
This is a horrible parking job, by the way. Jesus.
Kudos on the guard on not flinching as the car was coming straight for him. Oh, and she just whacks the cape in his face.
Well, he had his hand over his genitals. He was ready for a fight.
I know when I go to the morgue, I always wear my satin bikini and cape. That's definitely the thing I wear.
Unless it's Tuesday.
He's looking at her crotch.
Yes.
The dead
That's
guy?
why they call him Stiff. Yeah.
Penal gland. What was it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I look at her, I think that, yeah, she absolutely understands all of this.
Tough crime fighter.
It's like watching Grey's Anatomy.
I feel sorry for the victims, because you think about it, they're taking juice from the pineal gland and they're getting it through the cranium. That's got to hurt. That's really got to hurt.
It's Reptilicus, so it's named after an old monster movie. This is clearly just some kind of car ferry.
Yeah, that they just stuck a name on and did a quick paint job of.
Oh, I don't think that's a paint job. It's a car ferry.
I mean, like, you could see the bench seats where everyone sits, you know. Yes, Igor, yes.
So here we go. Copyright infringement number 2, Frankenstein.
Oh, I think that's out of copyright. I'm going to go more for Godzilla with the thing in the water.
I know, I said if Jason Momoa comes out of this tank.
I really hope that's his arm sticking up.
He's just happy to be there, Dave. He's just happy to be there.
He's very happy to be there by the looks of it.
He's a water sign.
Increase the pressure to 20 automatic teller machines. I think, and look out for this during the course of the film, Igor has got some deep and unfulfilled passion for Dr. Williams.
Well, duh. Worst Spanish name ever. Wasn't it Eric Williams?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Igor.
No, I was like, I haven't met many Erics in Mexico. I've met some Enriques.
Well, but they don't want the bad guy to be Mexican, so he's clearly sort of European.
Obviously.
Yeah. No reaction, Igor. Igor, love you. Igor just wants a kiss. Igor's sad.
Silencio!
Yeah. It's definitely not a time to be a wrestler in Mexico. This is not the time to be a wrestler in Mexico.
No. Although apparently they've been traveling around the world killing people.
Yeah, Hong Kong, Macau.
Yeah. Because of their well-known history of wrestlers?
I don't think the Reptilicus could make it across the Pacific, but, you know.
I don't think he could make it across the bay.
But all of this, like, we've come from all these places and murdered all these people.
Here we go. This is your athletes. This is your picture of athleticism.
Oh, that's the one that disturbed me right there. I had to stop eating dinner right there. There.
Meeting two
That's not very ladylike, is it? No.
I like how the guy in the green panties' name is Swedish. And I'm like, if they try to make him Aquaman, he'll be a Swedish fish.
They'll have to put him in with the red fish.
Yeah. Of course, Swedish fish.
Oh, this is just astounding.
It was this big.
It's. You see, you talk about infringement, but that's a mankini in the back.
Yeah, Borat called.
Eddie, are you old enough to remember when they used to have wrestling?
Oh, God, yes. Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks, Rollerball Rocco.
Mick McManus. It was mainly just sort of middle-aged dockers in shorts.
It's very true to the form. Mexico, you almost have done the same thing, yeah. People with bad black hair jobs as well. Black hair dye. Yep.
I don't think these are wrestlers so much as they're like local dancers.
Yeah. She's actually got the mask off as she walks in.
Everyone knows who she is. She's horrible at this secret identity thing.
They're just indulging her.
No, we have no idea who you are. Not at all.
Hello, Mario. Any news? Yes, Luigi has gone after the princess.
He just thinks he's in Hawaii 5-0, that's all.
He does look a bit like that guy. He certainly does.
He just needs a fun shirt.
I wonder how much product is in that hair.
Well, he didn't listen to Brill Cream's A Little Dabble, do you?
He went for a yabba dabba doodah.
Right, so I'm going to get out of this big wrestling costume that I wrestle in and into acrobatic clothes?
Listen, it's a cute outfit, though. I mean, besides the cowl masky thing, I'd wear that to work.
It is, except it reminds me of Are You Being Served's German Week, where they put on their suspenders backwards.
I was thinking rock on, Tommy, but you'll get that, Dave. You'll get that.
That's not even a bat cave, it's a bat basement. In the gym.
Yeah, apparently under the gym, when she's this international spy, but she's only undercover as Batwoman.
Yeah.
Maybe because she's a wrestler, and because of her under all these arenas in Mexico, she's got bases potentially. Sorry, I'm clutching at straws again. I don't know why I'm making excuses for this film.
I think she is less likely to solve crime than she is to make fetch a thing.
And here's poor Swedish. Gone too soon.
Okay. The stupidest guy ever. Like, how do you not hear these three guys?
Helen Keller would have heard them.
No, there's like 5, and then there's 6. I'm like, this is the worst daylight kidnapping I have ever seen. Look, the boat's about this thing. How many people can you shove on the back of it? Small fishing indeed. Look! 17, 25. I can't even...
Boris and Natasha watching.
So it wasn't just the people sneaking onto the boat. It was the actual boat that got snuck up on. The boat was the snucky and the snucker.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wrestlers. It's also sort of like a reverse Russian doll. They got to take him off the small boat to put him on the bigger boat. The middle boat. To take him off the middle boat to put him on the bigger boat.
And she went from the shower to back to the wrestling place with like no transition at all. They could have just showed up on the larger boat. That's just like, as far as filming, that wasted money and time. It's just...
That's all right. This movie has time to burn.
Also, saying they've arrived with the new donor implies that he's a lot more involved in the process.
Hello, I'm a man with a hat. The guy who was walking on first and then gets shoved aside with everybody carrying the wrestler. I'm a man with a hat.
Do you have any problems? None, sir. He was stupid and couldn't hear us.
Cauliflower ear, Dave, for wrestlers, it's a serious problem. I'm making excuses for this film again. I'm going to stop.
I'm ready to express the pineal gland.
Okay, they're all dressed in like surgical whites, except the guy smoking in the background.
Listen, this is 60s. It was different then.
So, we've made a remote control fish.
Well, either it's remote control or they're taking it for a walk.
It's like a child leash at Disney. You don't want to lose it.
It's not a house-trained goldfish, obviously.
They're doing unspeakable things to this goldfish. And it just wants to go to Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia.
Oh.
Oh, that's sweet and somewhat obsessive.
Oh no!
Yes.
The bubbles!
Perfecto. I don't know how to say bubbles in Spanish. I need to look that up. Buble. Maybe that's...
Probably.
That's like my bath after I've been to Taco Bell.
Ew.
Right, so have we got a tiny little fish man now?
Yes. We interrupt this science scene to bring you biology? Question mark? Lesson?
Let's be careful. It's an
Well, biology is a science.
It's an amphibious human creature. It is not, I repeat, not the creature from the Black Lagoon. Let's not go there.
It's a different film.
No, it's the creature from the Red Lobster.
Mira, excelente, Igor, excelente.
The English subtitles and the Spanish subtitles don't always match up.
They don't. And it just made it better. I have to also inform the sea authorities.
That's some caring, sharing criminology there. It was like, we'll kill the guy, we'll throw him the rocks, but we'll let the authorities know as well. That's nice.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Honour amongst mass murderers.
Yeah, there's a code.
I think mass murderers are a much maligned group in our
Absolutely.
society.
Dave said...
That's the one sound that people are going to take out and use against us. I want to reiterate, I was being sarcastic there. Anybody who causes harm to anybody else is a mean person.
You're here.
Now, we missed the opening of this building, like the front shot of this building, which Dave said reminded him of the rest stop on I-75, where it has a sign outside it saying, literally, beware of snakes.
I've been to that rest stop. His name is...
We were driving back of a night time, and I saw it. I was like, what have you dragged me to? I'm in the middle of nowhere, and it's saying, don't go anywhere. There are snakes here.
Didn't you just say mass murderers are a much aligned group, Elizabeth? Practicing some things. He collects fish. How do they know so much about this guy?
Because he's the only viable suspect in the film. They're all like, no, it definitely couldn't be him, 100%. We don't have enough evidence. It's definitely not him. He's the only guy who could have done all the things.
Only you, too, and everyone else who has seen me drive my convertible with my mask on and followed my car home know who I am.
Also, I think she's in a menage with these two guys.
Oh, she has to be.
definitely.
Do you see the way they touched her when she parachuted in? The symbolism is overwhelming. I bet you are.
Is it just me, right? I wouldn't let a strange woman just come aboard my boat just because she wants to.
That's what I heard.
Oh, you would do. There's been some lovely nights, Eddie.
My
Don't you
wife's
deny it.
running about, so I'm just being just being clear.
I admire her assertiveness. Can I come on board? No. Okay, I'll go away then.
And then later she's like, I tried to get on board. No, you didn't! As evidenced by the fact that later on you just sneak on board the ship.
Why didn't she do that the first time? No, I want them to know to look for me.
Yeah.
Skin cancer. See that on her left shoulder? Look at that melanoma. How did she die? Is she dead? I want to know.
No, she's still alive.
She got it looked at, I suspect.
That's good.
I said that with no sense of knowledge.
And I accepted it.
Hello, I bring you a nice supplies.
Oh. I've seen this movie before, too.
She keeps one dressed for casual days and one for dressing up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, a whole sheet of paper. That will solve the crime. I like the fact they say, how did you find the clue? They're not even trying to build it up. The clue.
Just the one.
Clues? No, just one. Yeah. He's a surgeon whose ship has been seen everywhere the murders have happened.
And he's the only guy who's into, like, doubling fish with people or whatever.
Live television, guys. I've got a wee incident downstairs. I will be back. They'll carry on without me.
Okay.
Okay.
Batwoman's downstairs.
That's what she said.
She left a clue under his keyboard.
Apparently, Guillermo del Toro likes this film, which has made me go off him quite a bit.
That is not the same boat. Oh, this is great right here.
again, with the underwater photography, they clearly paid for an underwater camera and a diver, and by God, they were going to use it.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't pay. They did it in services. Here she's clearly delivering a whale suppository.
I mean, this isn't very covert. There's a lot of bubbles that come up when you're scuba diving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't have to be covert, as we saw that the people who kidnapped the guy off the ship. Like, you can show up and make all the noise in the world, and these people won't notice.
I felt like I was watching an episode of Mako Mermaids.
Or Jacques Cousteau.
Oh no!
Where do we have our local mermaids?
Wiki-Watchy.
The Wiki-Watchy mermaids. Only in Florida can you say, where are our mermaids? And people will say, oh, I'll give you a silly name rather than, well, you're clearly insane.
No.
She's doing secret underwater squirrel stuff now.
I know. So much algae. Clean your lens.
You didn't want to be able to see what was happening in the film, did you?
No, now she's just freediving like a boss.
Now, Katie pointed out, she's wet here as she comes out of the water, completely dry as she's coming up the stairs.
No, yeah, I noticed that. I made a note of that myself.
When I tried to find a picture of this for the podcast, we did an episode of PDAIS on this, and I will stick it in the show notes for this one, or you'll find a link for it, or I'm just going to pimp out our podcast with it. The bit where she's coming up the stairs, there's money and then the hill shot. That was like 90% of the pictures available on Google for this film.
For some reason.
Yes, for a very unknown reason.
Two very unknown reasons.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
It's like one of those cartoons. What was the cartoon with the elephant? Where it sort of runs between the trees and everybody knows it's there. I'm not comparing her to an elephant, but I am.
No, it's nice. I like it. Go against type. Do it. She's definitely elephant-like. That's the brightest bulb in the history of man.
Yeah, it's a directional lamp which lights the entire room up. Oh, look at the ashtray by the chair. My grandparents used to have an ashtray like that.
The pineal gland. I mean, pianist gland.
Well, I know when I'm doing secret squirrel, horrible experiments on humans and animals, I leave my own personal monographs on the subject laying around my office.
You also have to put it in a folder. Everyone knows that.
Yes, labeled neatly with good calligraphy.
Gonna discreetly sneak down the stairs.
At least the
Nobody's
boat has
gonna think I'm
safety.
suspicious.
They've got they've got a prominently displayed fire extinguisher.
They learned from the Titanic. There's also enough lifeboats. Or are there?
Which is a shame, because the whole boat blows up later.
Someone cut that out a piece of cardboard and put it in front of the camera.
What the Batwoman saw.
It's a little cinematography knowledge for you. She does not have sonar-like hearing. Those two guys totally just walked in behind her.
Yeah, but why did they have to hide?
So they could do that.
How did they know she was going to go back that way? There's at least two other entrances. Can we keep it?
Judo chop! Oh, you know what she just did? She just created Harvey Dent.
But
Where's Two-Face?
Igor still loves him.
I'm Harvey Dent. Master, I love you for what's inside of you. Literally.
No, Igor.
Didn't she run up those stairs already earlier?
No, she came down the stairs earlier.
They just set the camera up and
chop.
said, go down the stairs, come up the stairs.
Okay, I thought it was pretty common knowledge that Batwoman is a wrestler.
I thought about that too.
I like the fact that he can take a beating, but his hat stays on. Catch her, she has no weapons, and there's loads of people lying around unconscious.
Yeah, she has 2 weapons.
What?
Hi-ya.
I'm going to have to see at some stage if I can find a Chesty Morgan film for you.
I never met her.
73-inch chest.
Ow.
And she made a film called Deadly Weapons,
Mm.
in which she suffocates people between her cleavage.
Well, she could. I just think of back pain. That's all I think of when you say that. That's my first thought is ow.
Yes.
Apparently she's still alive and living in Tampa.
Of course she is.
Is she just a flotation device now?
Doing aqua aerobics with the other old ladies.
Yeah.
So now she's in the water
Without her cape.
without her cape,
Yeah, they shot it up.
using her, I don't know.
Well, suppository.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To go quickly away. So
Number 1, we have to catch this. He's so angry, he's now calling Igor number 1. Gets really angry, it's number 2.
Yeah. Who does number 2 work for? No,
So
my face burns. It freezes.
his objective is no longer to create Fish Guy. It's to get revenge on Batwoman?
Mm-hmm.
She spends more time in the showers than she does wrestling.
Can I drive you home? No, because people want to kill you. If I'm seeing you, I will be dead.
I do like that car, though.
It really is it is a nice car, but it is as close as they could get to the Batmobile without being the Batmobile.
Oliver, come on. We'll take 2 cars.
That's very pretty in the trees, whatever that is. Some kind of blossom.
It looks like bougainvillea.
Bless you. These brakes need to get fixed.
Yes. Yes, if your car makes those noises, take your brakes down to Javier's Brake Shop.
MCO. But where is she going? A la playa.
Vamos a la playa.
Yes, we are going to the beach. Which one is it? Let's wait till she comes out and gets in her car. Okay.
But the thing is, she's walked in there dressed as Batwoman. And none of these women know that she's Batwoman. She's walked in, she's taken her cowl off, and now she's walking out. These people must know who she is.
No, there's a secret code amongst female superheroes.
Bitches before britches. We watch
like
a YouTube channel called Techmoan, which goes on about, electrical stuff. And he did one of those record players from the 60s.
He did. Okay, this is the scene where they're 100% in a relationship, the three of them.
Of course they are. And this cover-up bathing suit thing, I'd wear it. I'm for it.
You know, you go to the beach to put your cleavage away.
She's such a conundrum.
She is rocking sort of a Liz Taylor vibe, though.
I do. I love it. I love her hair. I wish mine did that. I'd cut it shorter, but it doesn't, so I won't. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
And now you two kiss each other.
Look at that kid in the background. Obsessed with that kid. He's like, Mom?
I have jogged 2 steps. I now die.
He's wearing one of those shirts that old guys wear with sort of stripes down the middle through the pockets.
Yes, and because we're men, we have pockets. Ha ha ha, it's our secret power.
It is your secret power.
I mean, I would wear that. It would not look that good, but I would wear it.
Yes, it is a weird sort of... It's a backwards cape is what it is.
Well, yeah, she can't go anywhere without her cape. You know that. It's in the rules.
Dave, I'm back to save you from all this fashion talk.
Okay, thank you. Right, we're now up for the world's crappiest car chase.
Oh, this car chase just goes on and on.
Oh my gosh. That got me right there. It's like the Mask of Zorro. I thought it was Antonio Banderas.
Oh, Antonio Banderas would have improved this film no end.
This film came out the same year as Bullet, and this is more like Dummy Shot.
And again, all of these cars have bad brakes.
And no one is... I mean, is this a one-way street? These are the things I worry about.
It does look dangerous.
Does it seem like there's room for 2... Oh, see? Was it just one way for that one... Where do the other cars go? I'm so confused.
Have you ever seen such a careful car chase in your life? It's like they're giving way to each other. They're sauntering along.
Keeping their distance.
Absolutely.
Maintaining 2 car lanes.
And you know they rented those cars. They did not buy those cars. Those are rentals. They can't mess it up.
I don't care what you want to do, mirror signal maneuver.
That would be funny if the blinker didn't work and she just shoved her arm out the window and like, I'm turning right here.
I got confused when we were watching this the first time. Mostly because there are 3 black cars that all kind of look the same. And I was like, but why is, why is he zigzagging all over the road? Isn't he trying to chase her? I hadn't realized that, like, one of them had gotten in front, I think.
If they were different colors, that would be helpful. Mm.
Yeah.
The driver looks like John Walters in Eyes Wide Shut.
What's the point of stopping here? Is it if they come to a dead end? Or...
They ran out of gas.
That's what I was going to say.
They ran out of the will to live.
Yeah. I can't do it anymore. Let me get my compact gun out of my... I guess it must have been in her bathing suit bottom. I don't under...
Yeah, that's a question I've got. Where does she keep her utility belt? I can't see any utility belt.
You know where it's at.
It's where Jack Harkness keeps his guns.
Yeah, he does.
Well, maybe it's like women with mobile phones and chains. She keeps them all in a bra.
That's possible. Because we do not have enough pockets.
There aren't enough pockets.
Our secret power.
That was my main complaint with the newest Wonder Woman film, is that the villain goes from having fantastic skirts full of pockets to having a catsuit with no pockets.
Not one pocket.
This bit as well. One gun versus how many men carrying guns? How does this work?
But remember, she has more than one weapon.
Oh.
And if they want more than one weapon, they will do what she says.
It looks less like a gun and more like a breathalyzer.
It's like a football rattle held the wrong way. It's...
I don't want to go to the party.
You're coming through an isolated place. I hope people are watching it with the same subtitles we have, because sometimes they're quite glorious.
Judo, chop! Oh, worst kick ever. Do it again. Hiya.
Yeah.
All I can hear is Edna going, no capes!
Darling, what did I say about capes?
It's the Rozzers. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when he's doing the chops on it, and it's just wild flailing. He was trying to stop her with interpretive darts.
Meanwhile,
Bland
back in the
juice
morgue.
extraction. Why is she shaking so much in this scene? She's got the DTs.
Poor
Watch her.
Swedish.
She's... Oh. Yeah.
She needs to pee.
We told you to go before we left the beach.
Yeah, it's not enough evidence that these guys have attacked you, that you saw they had all the equipment on their boat, that they are the only suspects in the film. None of this is enough evidence.
Mm.
They have a frightening lack of faith in her.
Oh.
Yeah, as she's the expert they called in.
So, have we done the whole bit that this story is the origin of Two-Face for Mexican Batwoman? Or Batman?
Yes, that's what I said. I said she created Harvey Dent. It was beautiful.
So, where are we on copyright bingo?
Oh, let's have a look.
Ding, 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 ding.
Off the chart.
I got a horizontal.
Oh, this is us entering the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Full-blown
Yes.
copyright infringement.
No, Creature from the Red Lobster. It will be drugged until we irradiate it. Either way, it's not looking forward to a good future.
It said broiled, not boiled. Gosh.
That's the total product placement for the action figures for the film, isn't it? It really is.
Mm-hmm. Product tie-ins.
You know this guy started out as Sid from Toy Story.
I gotta say, and we are dissing this film. Well, actually, no, we're being honest about it. But the Underwood photography is beautiful.
But they didn't do it with that camera they just showed right there. That's not... That's not the same camera. Someone's down there twirling that on a stick.
Oh, in 1965, that would have been a top-class Doctor Who monster.
If you hear any noises in the background, it's because the cat is sitting on the couch near me and snoring.
Oh, yeah, it's the cat that's snoring. Is that old excuse you use?
She has her little head on the crocheted pillow and she's snoring.
Try and get your headset closer so you see if we can hear her.
I can try.
This is how bad the film is. We can either watch this or we can try to listen to a cat snore.
Vote for the cat.
Yep, definitely the cat.
Oh, I moved the headset near her and she woke up.
Oh, well.
The underwater cinematography of this is good. Let's give them that.
Yeah.
And they've got a good, strong, central female character. Then it all goes wrong.
No, they don't.
Well, they get until the end. Spoilers.
Ugh.
Bubbles everywhere, but not a drop to drink yet.
Oh no. Ugh.
Was this an early role for George Peppard?
Well, he's red because they boiled him. Yes.
He's red because it's Acapulco and he didn't put any sun cream on.
Mexican Batwoman, a film for the dangers of the sun.
It takes 3 guys to net this thing. Are these the same 3 henchmen who attacked the boat earlier?
Shouldn't they have put the net on the doll before he got big?
You'd think so.
I mean, I would have done that.
Yeah, I would have stayed away from the whole area.
Given the
They're
radiation.
not the brightest bulbs.
We're going to create and unleash a sea monster. Okay, have fun. I'm going to be on the shore.
Good luck with that, guys. Let me know how it works out for you. Yeah.
Oh no, red shirt,
That's what
red
I
shirt,
said,
red
you're right.
shirt.
I said that to Brad when we were watching. I was like, oh, Star Trek. Oh, look, it's The Shape of Water. He just fell in love. Oh, I love that movie. I cried. That's a good movie.
I've still yet to
Oh,
Shut up!
Dave, you need to rectify that. It's a great film.
You have to.
Yeah, but I've been too busy watching The Batwoman.
Well,
Another film of strange passions from Igor. You know, I said earlier, Guillermo del Toro likes this film.
Yes.
This could have been the inspiration for The Shape of Water. This could have inspired an Academy Award-winning film.
I'm for it.
yeah.
These poor actors in these suits.
Oh, I think actors is a very unfair term.
People who stood in front of a camera.
But this just does not look like a fun day of shooting.
No.
Join our scuba movie, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Prepare the wet mattress.
We've all been to parties like that.
I don't want to go in the car.
You'll go in the car and you'll like it. Whoa. Speaking of Eyes Wide Shut. It
Yes,
is.
master. In that shot, you can see that Dr. Williams has clearly got a big bald patch forming.
But, okay, so this plan is to make Batwoman into Fishwoman.
Yes.
But then he never thinks of the next logical conclusion. Like, he wants all these fish people. You know, he never goes, and then I will breed her with my fish man. No, he's like, I'm going to kill a whole bunch of other people and make more fish people.
So we're on to Abbott and Costello meet Bride of Frankenstein and the creature from the Black
Yes.
Lagoon.
Well, I think you'll find it was Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, not the Bride of Frankenstein. And Abbott and Costello meet the meet the creature from the Black Lagoon was a TV special done to promote the film.
Yes, the educational portion of our podcast.
Don't touch his eyeball!
Yeah, anything relevant or intelligent I know nothing about. But that I know about, and the fact that is so clearly a rubber suit.
How dare you,
Is
sir?
that a Doctor Who
With a
cast-off?
scuba tank. Like, I like that they designed the rubber suit with a big plastic fin on the back so they could put a scuba tank in it.
That's good design.
Yeah, quality character design.
You kill them, damn you, die.
No, don't kill my fish character. What are you doing, Igor? You're a bad Igor. I don't love you anymore.
So when he says you're stupid, you nearly killed it, does that imply he was too stupid to kill it? Or he was stupid for trying to kill it?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad we got that point cleared up.
I mean, the hair, the suit, this is gorgeous. I would wear that.
Yeah. I'm going to say that this film is secretly what happened to Jackie Onassis after the Kennedy assassination.
The further adventures
of
of
like Kennedy.
Actually, if it was after that, it should be Jackie Kennedy. It was before she became Jackie Onassis.
It is a good suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Call me if there's any movement on the yacht or danger, because you were so alert to it earlier on.
Okay, he's using binoculars from the same room they watched the other guy. How is he watching her underwater with binoculars?
He just watched her flip out the boat.
Or flip off the boat.
In, out, on.
But she wasn't wearing her mask this time. Obviously no one can tell that it's her if she doesn't have her mask on. I mean, does a scuba mask count?
He clearly has very little exposure to women. And if he sees two different women, he can't tell them apart.
Well, she is the only woman in the film who has basically any dialogue outside of the wrestlers.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's been many an hour, him and Igor on that boat.
Oh no, their sneaky underwater camera.
So bad.
Yeah. Which she doesn't see.
Yeah.
Her powers of observation are just
I don't think
dreadful.
that's the same swimsuit she was wearing earlier.
Well, that other
You
one
don't
was
think
a
it's the
rental.
same one on the...
Yeah, on the boat, because wasn't it kind of green and not like black and white striped?
No, that was a different one.
Oh, that was a different
Pisces.
one. Okay.
It's like Pisces, but not.
I like to think that the fish guy just turns into Bartleby the Scribner at this point. I would prefer not.
I would prefer not to.
But the thing is, the doctor said, "This is your destiny. I prepared this for you." The thing he had the idea about 5 seconds before,
5 seconds
in the
ago.
same damn room.
That's a pretty good set, though, the laboratory. They have a lot of cool stuff someone could or could not flip over later.
Yes. And they are doing science! Here we see the Batwoman in her natural habitat among the coral reefs.
Her mental superiors.
Do you think they filmed this in Acapulco?
I don't know. I mean, it looks natural enough to actually be real. You know, it's not a pool somewhere.
No, that is... No one made that tank.
No, it's real water.
Mind you, she has her nails done.
I know. He has his done, too.
He went for the fish tips?
Yes. That joke from South Park. Do you like fish sticks?
I'm not allowed to watch South Park.
I just don't care for South Park.
Elizabeth told me I'm not allowed to watch it.
That is not what I said. I just said I don't want to watch it.
She probably just said she
She said
doesn't
it-
want to watch it if you're watching. Like, you can watch it by yourself, I'm sure. That was how
No,
it went.
I'm banned.
Yes, he can watch it all by himself. I'm just not interested.
I live in the yoke of a cruel tyranny.
And the movie's over. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, no.
I did wonder for a second, wait, did something happen?
Elfine. Elfin.
So he swims around. She swims around and he just goes behind through them.
I have no idea where
Oh,
she's hiding. I definitely can't see her bubbles or anything.
This is the bit that I said he clearly looks as if he's thinking, no, it's got to be a trap. She has.
No one would be that
She
stupid.
can't be that stupid.
And then, lo and behold, she is.
A big burst of bubbles came from a different area to the main bubbles.
Shh. It's like the scientist is seeing all of this when obviously he can't.
He has that underwater camera in that silver box. It obviously can move around.
He's just done with it. I'm off to see my agent. I don't need to put up with this. If I leave it there, he will not think to swim around it. Igor, master of the bleeding obvious.
Not fire.
Someone's got to be Hermione and explain for the people that don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but does it have to be Igor?
Every time.
I think that Igor would be Ron.
Oh, yeah.
Igor would be Ron, the Doctor would be Hermione, and Harry would be the fish monster.
Who's Batwoman, then?
She's the one who turns into a fish. She's a werefish.
She's an animagus.
That monster.
There it is! That's what you get for not believing me.
Yeah, pour gas on it. The EPA loves that. Didn't set it on fire.
Yeah, right when your boat's right next to it.
Dame más gasolina.
It reminded me of the end of The Swarm, where they just set all of the Gulf of Mexico on fire for no readily explored reason.
That's why we always have red tide and you can never go to the beach.
Because somehow that's going to get rid of the swarms of killer bees that they've...
They're not running away, they're going away in a boat. They're escaping. They're sailing away.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. Mm-hmm.
They sail away to an apartment building where she sits around with her shirt open.
Yes.
Although, in their defense, so does he.
I can't say that I noticed.
I didn't either. I actually was thinking I like that purple bikini.
Yeah, it is nice.
And the earring, she really, really coordinated. She's bringing it home.
Do you think she came back and did her makeup, or is this we're supposed to think that makeup was still in place?
That's why she bought Waterproof by Maybelline.
Maybe it's a mad scientist fish monster, or maybe it's Maybelline.
Yes.
Yes.
Meanwhile, back on El Monstro. He does keep inventing things that are useless.
Yeah, or incredibly large for what they are.
Wonder how big the microchip in the brain is, if that one's that big. Maybe that's that eyeball.
It's the entire fin on the back of his back.
I love it when he gets crazy and laughs. Ah! Ah! Is he going to do it in a second? Oh!
He's building up to it.
Uh-oh.
He went to secret villain laugh school.
He got a C-.
Oh no, Batwoman's extra is wrestling.
Movie has time for this.
It's the bloating of that suit. She's allergic to that suit. That suit obviously makes her inflate or bloated. It's a shame.
It's got latex in it, and she's allergic. See, I don't...
Water retention is a real problem. And as men, we should be more understanding.
We certainly should.
Unless she wipes her nose right there.
Yeah, but we're not.
Yeah.
Definitely when you're the suspicious
move your
blind
head when the
guy,
people
you
move
should
on the
100% be in the front row at the wrestling match.
There you go. Well, I think that's supposed to be her and the
I'm
tiny
not sure
blonde
what the
chick.
rules are in this wrestling match. You know, when you get tapped on the head, that means you won.
That's what I thought too.
It looked to me like they were doing some sort of gynecological examination just then.
It is their favourite move, is to turn people upside down.
That's all that blood rushing to the head. No, I can see that. I'm making excuses again, I'll shush.
It's okay. It's okay. I like that you're so supportive.
He's as bad as she is. He's like, I'm totally a blind guy. But no, let me put my glasses up and look at something right where everyone can see me.
Arena Mexico as well is a very famous stadium. I'm underwhelmed if that's it.
When I was a kid, I used to read the American horror comics or magazines, and they would talk about these great Mexican wrestling films.
This wasn't one of them, Dave.
And now that I've encountered them, I'm profoundly disappointed.
Underwhelmed.
I like how she asks him if he wants a drink, and then she's like, yeah, make me one too.
There was definite flouncing as she walked through the door.
Yes.
Superheroes shouldn't flounce.
Well, and the film keeps teasing us with like, oh, you might see her take her clothes off. Oh, just kidding.
We'll do Santos in a couple of months. That makes up for this.
But her having a zipper all the way down her back, all that reminded me of was my school uniform jumper, which had a zipper down the back, which you couldn't undo by yourself.
Why didn't they put it on the side?
I don't know.
Because it was a Catholic school.
Well, you'd think, like, you wouldn't encourage other people to help you get undressed. It's, my sister and I had to take turns, like, unzipping. Now, I know when I have visitors who are sleeping on my couch, that's definitely what I wear to bed.
Every time.
Well, I should point out it's our couch, and I want to know who these visitors are.
But again, she's wearing more to bed than she does to investigate crime.
Why didn't she throw it into the ocean? That's the part that she's like, I knew he would come. I knew someone would come, but I didn't think it'd be the sea monster. Who the hell did you think it was going to be?
If I've learnt one thing about women in my life, just one thing, it's if you go to bed with that much makeup, your face is going to be on the pillow in the morning.
Yes. That is true.
I just think it's not the brightest thing that you're expecting people to arrive and try and kidnap you, so you go to sleep.
She's literally sleeping. It's not. But then why did she act surprised when someone shows up? It's like, you left the front door unlocked, you idiot.
Right.
Well, she thought it was going to be like some rough boys showing up, not the sea monster.
Is that who she wanted to show up?
Yes, clearly. That's why she's wearing what she's wearing.
Yeah, you could have a point.
I do think it's like it's a brave, if I'm an investigator and I really want to find out who's behind this and somebody's put a tracker on me, to like be aware that the tracker is there and basically make yourself into a trap. Okay, that could be interesting.
But then why didn't she tell Downstairs Boy? Why didn't she tell Mario and Luigi?
It's not brave, it's incredibly stupid.
That's what I thought.
James Bond in Dr. No knew he was being tracked. So he makes up the bed so it looks like he's in bed. And then he sits in the chair with the gun so he can shoot the guy.
Right.
She puts a baby doll nightie on and goes to sleep. One of these people is ruthless but intelligent, and one is just absolutely stupid.
But impeccable fashion sense, Dave.
Yes, thank you.
Meanwhile, on the beach.
You know that the guy playing the sea monster's got small kids. Because they told him to get out and look scary, and he's walking out going, ooh. Ooh.
A marvellous Aram acting, though.
Yeah, and they wouldn't stop filming. It's like the Lawrence of Arabia of sea monster shots.
And he's still trudging. It's like the Canterbury Tales.
Dave, this must have been a midnight. This must have been a really, really early in the morning shot, because look, there's not one towel in any of those lilos. Not one.
There's no Germans. Yeah, I said no Germans, and I don't apologise for it.
But this clearly isn't a private residence, right? She clearly lives in some sort of tower block of, like, hotel, resort, something, right? Because we saw it earlier.
I just want people walking down the street as he goes past. Evening, just out for a walk. Lovely.
Nice for this time of year.
Somebody coming home from the pub?
How does he know how to use stairs?
Past the idiot sleeping on the couch.
Well, he came from the same school as the guy driving the boat earlier. That looks like the world's most uncomfortable couch.
Yeah, I would wake up every time a moth's farted somewhere.
What's going to happen?
Candygram.
I am your singing crustacean.
But why so surprised? Because I thought it was going to be someone else.
Yes, she thought it was going to be the hooligans from the car chase. He's a terrible guard.
So did she faint or did he knock her out?
She has the menage, but really she just wants the other one.
Yeah.
Oh no, now I have 2 corpses. What do I do?
She is a sweet treat.
I don't know, but it's clearly a leave the gun, take the cannoli situation.
Is that what we're calling her?
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus.
Possibly?
Maybe.
I don't know what he's thinking of. I gotta walk all the way back down there carrying her. It's like the reverse going on a lion hunt. You know, I've got to walk all the way through the resort and all the way down the stairs, and it's like the Mummy. He has to carry her up all the stairs all the time.
Danielle, you did research, didn't you?
Yeah, she's Italian.
The actress. Yeah,
She
Maura
literally is
Monti.
the cannoli.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the tracker.
I told you.
Oh, bugger,
he should have.
no
He should have brought a pot. That's what
Oh
I
no,
said.
my hair!
No one listens
My
to me.
hair!
Somebody scripted. They're all going to
Yes.
fight in the water on the beach.
Mhm.
And it looks exactly like it does if 2 guys fought in the water on the beach.
Yeah, that's real life. That's like watching Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
No one practiced that.
Okay, so which one is Hugh Grant?
That one. The drowning one, because he's stupid. Is that a light bright? What is that thing on the...
The transmitter, I love that the transmitter must be wet. They put a transmitter on a thing that was going to swim in the ocean, and it doesn't work when it's wet.
I don't think people thought this through very much. I was kind of hoping he would be dead. Is that wrong of me?
No.
No, but she has to rescue him in her wet nightgown.
Ooh, mama.
No. Thank you, Rosie. Yes.
Thank you, Deborah Kerr. No, wait, wrong film.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
He swam by her and got a cramp.
Sandy is dying at the start of the film.
She is not.
Grease is a dying young woman's fantasy.
No, it's not.
It
Rubbish.
is. You know I'm right.
Not if it's John Travolta, it's not.
I've assembled you all here to tell you who the murderer is. It's me!
All he had to do was bring me this woman, and he didn't.
And I'm sad about it.
The plan was perfect. Obviously not.
All of you wore the white shirts like I asked. Thank you very much.
Pleasantly starched and cleaned.
The lab coat's a nice touch.
Wait, I have an idea.
A tad pretentious. She works the Secret Angel Rebels. True.
They're all so terrible at being a secret.
Didn't you predict
Yes.
this at the start? That the fact that these two people know who she is was going to come back and hurt them?
Yes, that's true.
Nothing you have come up with so far has worked. Why do you suddenly think that this is going to work now? We're about 9 minutes away from the end of this travesty. It's too late for you to start coming up with good ideas.
There seems to have been an accident.
I don't think that's an accident. I think that guy is dead.
I think that's a guy who just laid down next to a scooter.
Sunbathing. Getting all over
Someone
tan.
told him to get more vitamin D. He got vitamin dead.
Where were the rest of these guys in their hats?
Exactly what I was thinking. They were in behind the bush that's not there.
They were hiding behind the bike.
These guys are terrible secret agents. They're just not good at this at all. He got the snot kicked out of him by a sea monster. Batwoman beat these guys up like twice already.
So the bad guys know where her locker is.
Yeah, and they left a note in it like she's in 6th grade.
Hey, it's a clue. How dare you? It's not a note.
We're gonna put it in our handy-dandy notebook.
Well, her color is blue.
Decisions.
Wait, is that Dora the Explorer or is that Blue's Clues?
That was Blue's Clues.
There you go.
So if she has to choose between her friends, does that mean we're also copyright infringing Sophie's Choice now as well? This picture does it all.
Wow, it's a real Batwoman's choice.
Well, as they've both been worse than useless so far, kill them.
I've got to say, it's another long shot. She doesn't run like an athlete. I think her pineal gland is safe if he sees her run.
Done what before? Rescued you two idiots?
Hope those two guys are wearing some links.
Made poor life choices. I do like it that the men are tied up. It's refreshing for once.
That she's going to come in her bikini to save them. She took the time to change out of her wrestling outfit.
It's too restrictive.
Might give her identity away.
Doesn't fit.
I'm going to hide behind this totally thing that you could totally see through.
Well, that was easy.
You can tell he's a henchman. He's wearing
How
a hat.
far away is she that they have to send somebody ahead with the message?
Hey, the Reptilicus is a large vessel.
Yeah, it has to be to get all those cars on it to ferry them across.
Someone had to take a golf cart from one end to the other.
So he's decided to turn these guys into fish people. But he previously needed
Athletes.
And these guys definitely don't fit that bill.
But to be fair, neither did the athletes.
But see, Harvey Dent's, his sense of reality is starting to deteriorate. So now he just wants everyone to be fish people. Pisces, feces, whatever his name is. Judo chop.
Turned him into a monster's a bit strong. I mean, it looks like a bit of a bad sunburn.
Nobody will see that subtle little device put on his back.
She just put the Dish Network satellite dish on his back.
She dried it off.
Can't get wet.
Okay, but aren't they taking out, like, juice from her brain? Why does it matter that she's a woman? Isn't he just going to put a plastic female action figure in the tank and that makes it female?
But maybe we're assuming, maybe that's the shrunken body of another dead athlete.
And I just want to correct you there. It's a plastic female collectible.
Yeah, don't call them babies. They don't like it when you do that.
Well, there are, like, it's out of its plastic packaging. Does it still count as a collectible? If you took it out of its box?
No, totally wasted. Game over.
Maybe that's why they're allowed to put them in the tank with the bumbles.
I wonder if we got anybody to listen to this and if anybody's still with us at this point.
There's going to be at least 2-3 people.
I should apologize. Well, that's us.
Yeah, that's what I just said. 2 or 3 people.
I like the fact that you're so confident about this show that you're thinking maybe some of the people on the show will listen to it, but not everybody.
Igor, take off her mask.
Oh, it's the big reveal.
No!
No!
Oh, no!
Wow. Wow.
Why is he... Okay, so the idea is that he's after the guy with the tracker. Why does he go all creature from the Black Lagoon on everyone else, and then things just explode for no readily explored reason?
And how did he untie himself? Was he just waiting that whole time?
Igor can't have you. I shall have you.
Igor fell.
Oh, they're breaking all the cool props. No!
Yeah.
Oh, well, that...
No, you fool.
Screw
We hired
this
this boat from Jerry Anderson.
Everything's on fire for no reason.
Poor Pisces, though.
There's that fire extinguisher in the shot that no one bothers to use.
There's 2 fire extinguishers.
What is this boat made of that it explodes like this?
Saw that pineal juice. It's highly toxic.
And I was just waiting. I was like, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. Something blow up. Blow up. Wow.
But it looks so realistic.
It does look like you could stand at the edge of the lake with a little remote control and drive it around.
Time for a Baileys. Always good time for a Baileys.
This is for the bit where the people who were so stupid they didn't twig on that she put the remote on his back, that it gets explained. That looks like a 1970s ice cream wrapper, that dress.
It's a cute dress, though. I mean, it wouldn't suit me, but it looks good on her. I think I have some yarn, actually, that variegated color.
The thing is, She knew it would attack, it would kill whoever was wearing it. It didn't kill her.
No.
Maybe it'll take the Doctor away for perverse purposes.
I like the way it ends. We'll not make the Mexican men in the audience go away and feel as if they've been emasculated. Let's ruin the whole woman.
Don't bats eat mice? Don't they eat rodents?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Sure.
Right. Do I need to apologise to everybody for making you watch this?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay, Dr. Williams.
Because I'm an evil swine like that. Well, that was unusual.
You say, Dave, that this is the more subdued compared to what we're going to watch in the future? This is.
Yeah, the Santo is definitely peculiar, but that's it for this time. Next time round, if anybody comes back after this, we're going to be looking at a British musical from the mid-70s, starring the Rubettes, the Glitter Band, and
Oh, I know where this is going.
Never Too Young to Rock.
Oh dear, the one with the ice cream van that tracks down rock music.
Yeah. Have you seen it? Seen it before?
Channel 4 showed it a couple of years ago. I have no idea why. That must have been.
They must have done something. It was part. Anyway, look, we're going to do that next time.
It was part of their public apology.
Yes. Thank you to anybody who's joined us this time and stuck around. And we're all going to say goodbye and let you go off and watch something more entertaining, which is watch something else.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.